Welcome to Solomon's Temple, where you can get herbal products, organic herbs, spiritual supplies, crystals and incense, candles, books, spiritual consultations, and life coaching. Solomon's Temple. You can contact us at 803-661-8945. That's 803-661-8945. And also, if you would just like to go to our website, you can contact us at www.solomonshealinggarden.org. That's www.solomonshealinggarden.org. We're located on 7201 Perk Lane Road, Suite C, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. That's 7201 Park Lane Road, Suite C, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. See you there.
Man, I might name my album that. That's why I might name it. This album release party every time I step out. Welcome to the Grammys. It's nasty, you It's paper. Man, I might name my album that. That's why I might name it.
You already know the vibes. Y'all miss me. Y'all miss my voice. You already know the vibes. This is Naga's radio station, and we still turned up all day, every day, man. If you ain't going to the radio station, you missing out on good music that's upload, new commercials, you know what I'm saying, new processes. It's in the air. It's in the air. And you know, Naga is a promotion beast. It's what I do. I get out here and I show that love. You already know the vibes. Come through to Naga's radio station. If you want to get music slots, opportunities, advertisements, whatever you need, hit me up. We making these things happen on the bigger scale. Now we taking it to the next level. Promotion team is strong. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. Inbox me. Connect me. Whatever you need. Whatever I'm saying. If it fits you, holla at me. I got you. You already know the vibes, man. This is Naga on Naga's radio station. Hit me up so I can get you in rotation. You already know the vibes. One. Oh, and I do got some connects out in other places where there is studio access and stuff of that nature. So if you're an aspiring artist and you want to make something happen, hit me up. I got you. Naga.
Supreme Rising, Supreme Rising. I don't even know if you can hear me. Hope y'all can hear me clear. Just trying to give people a few minutes to come in. I didn't know the mic was off just now. Supreme Rising, Supreme Rising. I got a message for y'all today. I got a message. Sun feels so good. Five minutes, I'm gonna start talking. Alright, so y'all hear me going on rants, and I'm like, yo, the universe don't talk like that. The universe don't talk like that. Y'all don't understand. Da 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 da. It's the way we speak, and the universe speaks another way. Well, ultimately, this was about to happen, yo. You got intention, right? And your aggressed energy, that's high. All right, so it's like saying, like right now, we cooling, we chilling, but we awake, right? We awake. You right now, but you in like your low energy because you just woke up. Your body's not super active. You're not like boom, bam, boom. You're not like that. You know what I'm saying? You like more chill and laid back and shit, right? So that energy right there is particular to connecting that to being calm, still, and happy. You know what I'm saying? Not even happy for the most part, but like being in a peaceful energy. So when you in that energy, right, you you are in yourself. You're in yourself. Your energy is actually just like your light energy is at a. It's not really speaking. It's actually saying, "I'm still. I'm at peace," because you're not really doing anything. But we got energies in this world that do things intentional, right? And you do them at a high altitude. Your intentional energy, like you walk around tough. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a shit. You wake up in the morning mad. You know what I'm saying? Like you go around life and you might say the wrong shit to people all the time and don't have no regard to it. You know what I'm saying? Like this energy, you laugh at negative shit. You think when people get hurt or something happens in front of you, you like that's good. That's what they get. You you propagate energy out of peace. Divine put us here to find out how to live a peaceful life. You see what I'm saying? Through iniquity. So what does that say about you when you are in particular energy speaking to the universe? Because you don't know you always speaking to the universe. I'm trying to tell y'all a conduit. You're a conduit for electricity. So when you at this high altitude, when you upset, when you aggressed in some form, no matter what it is, no matter what it is, the way you do that tells the universe what you want in your life. You see what I'm saying? So think about it like this. Females might have been thottish when they was young, and then they wonder why they can't get their life together when they get older. It's because you told the universe that's what you wanted. Some dudes when they was young was just disrespectful to their parents. And as you got older, you stayed in that energy. So then you ended up going to jail all the time. It's not about the situation, it's about the frequency. You see what I'm saying? So when you tell the universe that's what I want, the universe hear you. So when it comes to me, I try to stay peaceful as much as possible because divine wanted us to seek that. And if I show divine that I'm in calm energy, no matter what's spinning around me, that means I'm in my light. No matter what the body going through, I'm in my light. That's how divine sent me. I'm gonna get more protection times 10 because I'm staying still. See, the thing was, and you're crazy, me and my homeboy was having this conversation about disobedience. You know what I'm saying? Disobedience manifested from another particular type of energy. It wasn't disobedience in the universe. You know what I'm saying? It was detachment. So in the universe, detachment manifest as disobedience on earth. So what do I mean by detachment? So you got the etheric flow of things, shit just flowing. The divine just popped through the ether, it's flowing. You know what I'm saying? So because that's taking place, some of that blows off. And when it blows off, you still got the tether of that energy connected. This is like, the water splash, you still got the connection to little streams, you can get all that. But some of them go far away and it's just a puddle. That's detachment. But that puddle way over there, it felt like it's by itself. It felt like it could do what it want. It felt like because it got divine energy in some aspect, it has the wherewithal to move how it wants. It starts moving in a way indifferent to the creation aspect. Divine be knowing that shit. Divine be knowing that shit. Divine be like, nah, you gotta come back no matter how it landed. That's why I said in my last bills, it ain't about what happened, it's about how you handle it. It's not about what you're going through. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it. It's not about what happened, it's how you handle it. You know what I'm saying? So that speaks to you understanding or comprehending what you are as a light being. You see what I'm saying? So it's imperative to try to hold your hold yourself or hold your emotions when you're going through particular things and comprehend these things. People in the world will tell you, don't hold your emotions, it'll drive you crazy. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Some people who don't want to learn from themselves, yes, it's going to hold them, it's going to drive them crazy because you're not holding them to study them. You're holding them to actually hold on to the actual feeling of that particular circumstance. Well, it has nothing to do with the reason why you should hold it. You're holding it so you can study it. You're holding the way you feel about particular things so you can look at it and break it down and understand what that shit means for you. You know what I'm saying? So the next time you're placed in these situations, they don't affect you the same way. Every experience is fleeting. So once you go through experience one time, you should have learned how that worked out the second time. So if possible, you go through that because the way the world is again, it won't hit you the same way. You can fight to stay in your peace. Angels don't even hear you when you aggress. Other things hear you when you aggress. And when they hear you, you know what they do? They tell the world that's what you about. They be like, nah, that's what they about. They love that right there. So when you reap your harvest is off the energy you plant. So you can't be mad when you get this energy back, and then unbeknownst to you, act like that ain't what you always been giving out. That's what you planted. Your energy is your seed. You're planting. This is how divine planted us. We're planting energy. That's why I had a dream a minute ago, and I was telling people when I saw the divine being came down in this dream, and it was actually trying to give me some retrospects of creation, right? And it was like I got a picture. I'm gonna do another build later, and I'm gonna pull this picture up again, and I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna reiterate this story again to give you the understanding because it was dope. But the particular part of the story, it was showing me how characteristics split off into different parts. So then you got love, and then love breaks off into two parts, and then those two parts break off into two parts. They keep breaking off. But each characteristic that spawned out of one characteristic trait manifested the actual being of consciousness. So it's like that being was led off of that one particular way of thinking first. So you got some beings that are led off jealousy first, and then they learn everything else. You got some beings that led off love first, and then they learn everything else. You got some beings that led off envy first, and then they learn everything else. And it goes like that. It's like some people's attachment to reality is stuck to a false characteristic trait, and they got to come up out of that in order to get their divinity. Yeah, it's deep like that. It's super deep like that. Like people don't even understand that's the real work. And then after you come out of that characteristic, you can find peace because you can understand simultaneously that wasn't you. It was the worldly way of looking at things. It was the worldly lens that was put in front of your face to keep you in a particular energy to where you wouldn't know that this was going to be your own detriment. You see what I'm saying? So this is what divine was saying. Like, yo, pay attention to yourself. Understand the energy that you in, so therefore you can harness the particular energy that you need to be in. See, that's self-awareness. You see what I'm saying? You keep running away from what you are, telling the world false ideologies about yourself, and then when you are placed or faced with yourself, what do? You can't say that's not real. You're gonna stay in a cycle of that same bullshit that you put out, unbeknownst to you that this is what you're planting. This is your seed. You only put out the energy that exists in you. So when that shit harvests, it comes back. And it's gonna hit you like, damn, I grew that. I didn't do that. Yes, the fuck you did. That was your energy. In the heights of every aspect of you living, your height energy was the manifestation of your best character. And if your best character is shitty, that's what you told the universe. If your best character was love, that's what you showed the universe. If your best character was peace and stillness, that's what you showed the universe. These characters are speaking. This is what you're harvesting. Everybody running around here thinking you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and that's what's going to give you the energy. You know, divine don't manifest with nothing physical. The light is what's in our scent. I sent in light. So the information going to have to come back through the light. And that's going to be within your characteristic traits. Whether you want to see that shit or not, that's the reality. It's going to be within your characteristic traits. So whether you sitting there like, yeah, you know what? You already planting them seeds. You planting them seeds every day. Every day you moving, you planting them seeds. You dropping them seeds, how you treat people, how you respond to people, how you think people should respond to you. It ends up being your way. It ends up being the integrity base that you carry every day. That's your way. And you get so comfortable living these particular ways, you just think it's cool. But divine, like, nah, it don't work like that. Not like that. Not like that. And that's a fact. Divine don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get that. You got to line up to be. It's just like if you driving on the highway, you driving basically for other people. Because if motherfucker ain't paying attention, what's gonna happen? They gonna bang the shit out your car, right? You gonna be like, oh, what happened? Ah, I gotta call somebody. Nah, you could have paid attention and avoided that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that simple. And you know what's crazy? Life is laid like that through every situation in existence. You could be cooking food, right? You ain't paying attention to what you're doing. You done burn up shit. You know what I'm saying? You could be ironing your clothes. You ain't paying attention to what you're doing. You done burn a hole in your blouse or your shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be cutting the grass, start looking at something else and go run into the roses. Like, oh my God, I killed my wife's roses. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things that take you up, even with yourself. You sitting there looking at yourself like, I'm good, I'm right. And then the real shit come through and you don't even notice because you've been in your head so long. And then that shit kick your ass. And you be like, God damn, what the fuck just happened? It's somebody else's fault. This is how life works, man. It's the waves, yo. I've been telling y'all for months, yo. It's the waves. The waves speak to the existence. The waves come out the universe and they wave down. And when they come through that refraction, they flip over like this. So you got to be mindful and be able to see these things. But nah, you worried about the physical way things look. You worried about the tangible aspect of life. You think you got to manipulate to get something that God gave us naturally in earth. The divine gonna make sure and seal it. You know what I'm saying? That's all the time. Divine gonna place you around people that's good for you. That's when you are manifesting and showing this energy to be righteous in your life. When you walk around like, nah, I understand. This is why I can't move certain ways, because I'm gonna put that energy out. And then I gotta harvest that. You think divine wants you to have a bad harvest? Why would I create you to have a bad harvest? I want you to win. But since love has been flipped around on this earth, people are destroying the concept of divinity. Some people walk around here talking that they believe in divine, but you don't believe in divine by your actions. Your actions speak louder than what you say out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That what you saying out your mouth don't mean nothing if it ain't backed by the fortitude of intention. You see what I'm saying? So that intention, that same intention that you would use behind closed doors, or you're negative or you're sneaky or whatever, and you doing whatever that is, and you know what you're doing ultimately? You telling the universe, yeah, I'm that one. I'm the one that does fucked up shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn what nobody say about me. You ain't gonna catch me in that type of energy. I'm that. That's who I always been. I've been a giver. I've been a person to show love. And when I can tell, like, I'm from the street. You know what I'm saying? I was one of my mother's kids that always had street knowledge, that didn't have to be taught street knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother, you can walk up on this nigga in the middle of the street with a banana and rob this nigga. He gonna throw it down. He gonna throw his hands in the air, start shaking, run. You know what I'm saying? And can't see it happen before it happened. Me, I can see the nigga coming. I know what you about to do. I know why you crossing the street. So when you get cross the street, you start to move, I move towards you. Like, I already know how to move. They be like, oh shit. Nigga to move off bases. Yeah, nigga, because I see you, nigga. What you about to do? What you about to do? I came up with niggas that you creep across the street like this. You got the thing on you. Somebody else done seen you and slid up beside you and grab your pocket like this, holding the thing in your pocket like this. Like, nigga, what you doing? The nigga scared because he can't get it out of his pocket. He like, oh, yeah, nigga, I grew up with real motherfuckers, yo. I grew up with people who will walk up on you. You think you about to do something to somebody, nigga, then grab your nuts and twist that shit and has you up in the corner, nigga, like you about to do what? Yeah, I grew up with real niggas, man. Real problem solvers in an area where people was like, yo, you not about to come out here and think you the baddest. A lot of niggas who had mind. I grew up with chess players who would sit outside in the sun and play chess for money. I grew up around hustlers, yo. Hustlers, some people who had to hustle, they had no choice. And some people who was hustling because they can get over on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is energy that I frequent my whole life. And I was able to move through that shit and not be bruised by none of it. You see what I'm saying? So I've been hurt, I've been stabbed, I've been shot, I've been stabbed in my head, I've been cut up. You see what I'm saying? And when I was at my worst, it was not a soul in the world there for me, ever. Anytime I was in a hospital bleeding out, looking at death, nobody was there. I was always by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to lean on divine. I had no choice. When you ain't got nothing there standing with you and everybody hates you for false reasons, you know what you got? You got the most high. That's it. That's the only thing that's going to get you through that shit correctly. So when people be hating on me, talking about, oh, I don't know why he this, why that, because I got God. I don't got nobody else but divine. And no, I'm not going to be shaken and worried about shit, especially when I've came through so much with divine. I'm sorry the world is have lack of knowledge of their connection to the Most High. That is not my problem. I came through the time of faith and went into the time of belief, knowing what I still carried then was going to be stronger now. One of the cardinal sins is being used in every circumstance today. You are judging and judging and judging and judging because slight thereof of your own particular actions in your life. That's your fault. That is your fault. You want to speak about energies. You want to speak prominent about divine energy. You want to speak about the past. You want to speak about histories. You want to talk about powers and prayers. Look, there's one mission only. Stay you how you came. So when you leave, the same power remains. You came in one way, you're going to leave that way. Experience in between. Do not get mixed up or attached to anything that you go through. I need you the same way I sent you here to come back. You are not taking any of this into the existence of the divine. It's not happening. The energy is too bright. It's going to burn off anyway. So what would be the purpose of thinking you can carry this type of energy with you? It get deep. It get deep just like that. Look, this message is for anybody who really looking at themselves and you sitting there like, yo, I know I might be going the wrong way. Get that shit up out of here. Don't be trying to talk about me. I hear it. Fuck out of here. Don't talk about me. Mind your business. Don't do you. See, that's a boo-boo the fool right there. I heard it. It just came out to, oh, this motherfucker nothing. How about sit your punk ass the fuck down somewhere? Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Talk about you. That's why you talking, because you can't talk about your motherfucking self. That shit came just beep the fuck out of here. Send that shit over here. You know, man, look. Anyway, like I was saying, this message is for people who you feel like you might have wronged some people. Like you want to change, but you don't know if it's you or if it's what you're dealing with or if it's people around you. Michael Jackson, start with the man in the mirror. I don't care if your involvement is really tidy. Look at the involvement. You know, the most simplest thing I was taught when I was younger, that's some real shit. Sometimes you will make a decision just to go somewhere. And that decision that you made to go put you in a world of hurt. And just because you went and nothing happened when you said yes, it might have been the people you was with. It might have been the time you went. It might have been against somebody like your mom or your dad might have been like, yo, do this or do that. And you went to go do something else. You was like, I just went to do this. But because you went against a particular energy that tried to hold you up, it brought you something else. This is how life works. So sometimes when your flesh is pushing against you and your flesh like, don't do that, you should do that because it's going to keep you still. I started learning this as a kid. I didn't mind working and helping. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always super helpful when I was young because I knew that was taking up time and space. And I knew if I got to a particular part of the day, I had my time for myself. You know what I'm saying? So that was something I would want to do all the time. I'm going to try to get some shit out the way so I can go do this. And then people would take advantage of that. They'd be like, oh, this nigga love working. No, I didn't love working. I just wanted to put my part in so I can go do me. You know what I'm saying? And then people would take advantage of that. Be like, oh, I'm gonna make this nigga. I'm gonna get this nigga. No, you ain't getting me to do anything. I see you. I see you. I learned you. I can tell by your breaths and your motions. I can hear you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? I learned to let sound bounce off walls so I can pick it up in the only ear that I got. So you know what I'm saying? It depends on how I'm walking, I can hear. Depending on what sound is over here, I can hear. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm completely deaf because the sound be so loud. If it's wind and shit like that, I can't hear nothing. Because this ear is done. There's nothing coming out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get no vibration on this side. So understanding how divine laid things, I stay in a particular energy just so I know my protection is strong. I'm not about to go across the line. I may joke and laugh and say little slick shit, but I'm harmless, yo. I ain't about to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? But if you try to hurt me, I'm gonna protect myself. You know what I'm saying? This is reality. You know what I mean? It's reality for anybody. But I'm harmless, yo. And I walk around and I give all of myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? I give until it's all gone. And won't even bat an eye about it. Cause that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got it, everybody got it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. But if I got it, it's not even a question. You see what I'm saying? And then I make ways to bring it. So particularly, I'm always bringing some form of energy that just makes things better. I make people feel better. You know what I'm saying? I go around people and I sometimes divine give me the right knowledge to say to somebody I don't even know. And it's crazy because I be so on point and I don't even be knowing people. Like I just start dropping jewels and I be charged up about the jewel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from a point of divinity. I'm not even speaking to the person or their problem. But majority of the time, divine has me speaking to these people, and I don't even know that I'm talking to them. I'm just talking. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about how the energy is resonant. I've been doing this shit the last 2 months straight. Like people, it don't matter who I walk into. I'm like, yo, we start building, and next thing you know, I'm all in their life and don't even know I'm in their life. This is what I be talking about the readers and how people be reading like naturally. I ain't hating on how nobody got to come and get that knowledge, but just have it in your mind that that's not what you're gonna hold on to. If you're gonna keep transcending knowledge, you're not gonna hold on to them cards. Them cards is not gonna be your go-to, your go-to. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Like you gonna have to start harnessing this shit yourself because you can. Divine will talk directly to you, and there's so many signs and symbols in every day. Like you can look around, and things are like I don't know. Sometimes I get stuck and I be staring at shit, and when I'm in a daze, and I be getting downloads, like it just be coming in like yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, yo. Like only thing I'm telling you, man, divine wants you to be at peace. You know what I'm saying? And if you at certain levels of creation or certain levels of DNA, I understand that. It's okay, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But try to have it in your mind that whatever you dealing with, that's not going to be the only thing you deal with for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna be the only way you go. Like have a goal to rise above it and you be the conduit. You be the, you know what I'm saying, get that personal relationship with the source energy. So while you got that personal relationship, you know automatically things is hitting off for you. You know what I'm saying? They busting off for you. You know what I mean? So and you getting them perfectly right when you go the divine way. When you divine, there's no flaws gonna come in that. That's the thing. People are used to failure, but when you go divine, no flaws. It's going, and you ain't gonna even see how it's gonna end out. You don't even know how whatever you gotta deal with. It's just gonna work. You're gonna be like, damn, divine did that. I ain't even see that shit was gonna happen like that. That's why you gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice what you think you want to do. Your will. It ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you gonna do. When divine be like, you gonna do what? I'll wait. Big facts. My man Nova used to be like, I. Shit funny, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Beautiful day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can already feel the energy. Like, it's so comfortable. I had to come out here and get this sun, yo. You know what I'm saying? Be high up on the 1938 floor. Be like, yeah, right across the sun, baby. Let me get that sun. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. And you know, most time knowledge ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's knowledge is crazy. Know the ledge. Like the more I'm growing to this knowledge, understanding, it's not what we think. It's not. It's well for me anyway. It hasn't been what I've been particularly thinking. Like knowledge is ultimately sacrifice. So the more you sacrifice, the more you can obtain. You don't. Like, and you will comprehend it when you touch it, because the way to understanding it is within the knowledge, right? So divine, like, yo, stop trying to learn and let me teach you. I'm like, what that mean? Stop trying to learn, let me teach you, let me show you. I'm like, all right. So you just get out your head. Stop trying to comprehend it your way. Don't think your way. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what this means. And then when you get it like that, you know what I mean? When you get it like that, it's like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be just like that. Like, so I don't follow nobody. I don't listen to nobody. I can tell when you right. I can tell when you wrong. I don't know. That be divine. Ron be like, nah, that ain't it. He be like, don't say nothing though. He be like, let them think they doing what they doing. And let them keep doing it. And then I be hard headed. I be like, but divine, you got me. You told me to be truth. He be like, all right, son, go ahead and do what you want to do. They ain't gonna listen to you though. I'll be like, but you said the truth will always stand. It will. When the truth will stand when it's in its truth. Truth will stand when it's in its truth. So I'm in my truth, speaking truth. So it will stand. You see what I'm saying? That's what divine means when saying that, or giving you that vibration. Truth will stand when in truth. So you have to be truth. It's like Lauryn Hill saying, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? That's what that says. That's what that means. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? You're not truth in. So if you speaking it and you're not truth inside you, it ain't gonna mesh. It ain't gonna go together. You know what I'm saying? That's like putting your shoes together, two pairs of the right type of shoes, or matching your outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna go if it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. So, just understanding these different pieces of knowledge is not to really get dogmatic into trying to study or understand or comprehend. It's basically sacrificing the act of you wanting to comprehend these things, and then allowing divine to come in and comprehend them for you. You know what I'm saying? And then give you that particular energy. So then it's like you really didn't have to put much work in. The more you sacrifice, the more simpler it comes, because you always in class. You always with divine. You might be the only one there all the time. Divine, like, nobody else came to class today. Nope, I'm here though. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it all to you. And it works like that. It works just like that. Believe me, I be frustrated. I be having different, emotional aspects. But when I get into a mentality, you know what I do? I call on the Most High. I be like, I don't like this feeling. I don't like feeling like this. This flesh stuff is getting on my nerves. I start talking like that. I be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to Divine that way. I be like, B, come on, yo. I need some juice, yo. Like, yo, Divine, man, come on, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Divine be like, all right. At least you asked. At least you came through. You know what I'm saying? At least you thought about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's always that. Like, it's always the act of the intention to the value. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I slip, because I always be wanting to lean on Divine instead of leaning on my own shit. You know what I'm saying? But Divine, it's levels. So certain levels that I've already aced, he'd be like, man, you got that in a bag. I ain't about to do that. He'd be like, you know that in and out. I'm not doing that. You do it divinely. So I'm not doing that. So I be like, word. So sometimes I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's being the image of what you mastered. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna show somebody else you master something? Even if they don't take it that particular way, it's real. So just understand these particular values. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just came through to, you know what I'm saying, deliver a little message or whatever. You already know the vibes. Naga. I'll be back later though.